Hello, how is everybody? This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self realization and self mastery. You all know I'd love to assist you with aligning with your life purpose so that you live confidently and courageously the life you know you deserve. And it's all about using the wisdom, the ancient wisdom. We know one of those ancient wisdom technologies is, in fact, astrology. And that's what I wanted to get on and talk to you all about tonight. How's everybody doing out there? Um, yes. Let's talk astrology, y'all. So if you hear this, once you log on, I don't know if I have people on yet. um, Let me know where you are from, where you watching from. Also, if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. I need to know that y'all are here. Okay. I love hearing from you all. Let's talk. Now, I wanted to come on and talk about Mercury retrograde. So it's funny because when I think about Mercury retrograde right now, it's like not super important. Typically, we are on fleek when it comes to Mercury retrograde. But yeah, uh, in light of everything that's happening, it just doesn't seem so serious. But we don't want to neglect it. I do want to show y'all what I put together for members of my inner circle. You too can be a member of my inner circle if you like. I don't discriminate. But yeah, I did put together this nice little document to let us know what the world is going on. Actually, a lot of people don't know much about Mercury retrograde. Um, just in general, like how to work with the energy. And so um yeah, I think it's something that people should stay abreast of. So right now we're in what's called, and I'll just come back here. We're in what's called the shadow period. Well, actually, we're in the storm period now that I think about it. Um, and so the storm period is going to last until a little bit beyond July 18th, which is like official start date. But we're in a storm period. And so, excuse me, June 18th. Um, and what that means is the planet Mercury is what's called stationing. It's slowing down to the point where it will not move forward anymore. It will start backtracking over the degrees. That's why it's called retrograde, because the planet is moving back across degrees that it has already covered. When we think about astrology, we're thinking about that wheel. How many degrees are in a wheel? 360. So per sign, there's 30 degrees, right? And so planets, when they start retrograding, they've already gone across those degrees once, they retrograde across those degrees again, and they move forward. So Mercury is basically it's at the degree where it's going to retrograde. If I have it correct, it's at the 14th degree of Cancer. Now, this is very important because when Mercury starts retrograding, we experience this planet in a very, what's the word I want to use? And I didn't even check to make sure. Hello. Okay, cool. Um, there's certain planets that we truly feel their energy. They are part of our day-to-day lives. And those would be the moon, Mercury, Venus, the sun. I even say Mars. We really feel Mars quite a bit. Mars gives us so much focus and direction. And so Mercury is one of those planets. It's a very intimate part of our day-to-day activities. It covers communication, for instance. Who's not communicating nowadays? I mean, we're all communicating. How do we communicate? Well, look at me. I have here this computer. I have a cell phone. Um, you know, any number of ways. We're out here, you know, connecting with one another. Then we think about the online platform. So here I am. Not only am I on the computer, I'm also on YouTube, which is technology, online technology. Um, Mercury has to do with our traveling and just our day to day operation and routines. And so, yeah, a planet that is in charge of so much, we're gonna feel that. We're gonna feel that. And also Mercury, you can focus on the details. That's another thing about Mercury. You're gonna focus on details, and um, because that's what Mercury's really good at. It's good at focusing on the details. So if we experience this planet slowing down, doing something different, then we will start to notice it in our lives. So, yeah, Mercury retrograde starts June 18th, and it's in the sign of Cancer. And I just have noticed, so Mercury is also the mind. Um, and so if Mercury is retrograding, moving back, then that means our mind will go back also. Our mind will go back, start um, remembering some things, thinking back on some things, reviewing, looking at the plan and seeing, is this plan really working out? Right. So that's something else to think about with Mercury retrograde. But, the sign of Cancer is a sensitive sign. And so um, just know that we may feel more sensitive. We may remember, especially Cancer has to do with the family. We may remember quite a bit about our childhood, about things regarding our family, about our ancestors. So these are how we begin to kind of think about, what is this really going to look like? What is this about? And I just think that we need to really watch our emotions. This Cancerian energy is very much related to our emotional body, our emotions. And so I do encourage everybody. The sun moves into Cancer on the June 20th. So thank goodness it's only two planets. Last year, it was just way too much. And then we have the eclipse is going to be in Cancer. The reason I'm not so concerned about this eclipse is about, what are we moving towards? What are we going to get started? Who needs a new freaking beginning? I had posted today that, and I started a forum. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I started a forum in my membership site, and I put in there, we're in a 1 month. And it's June is a month where it's a lot of retrogrades, but the number for the month based on the numerology is 1. It's because we're in a 4-year. June is the 6th month. So the 4-year plus the 6th month equals 10, reduces to 1. Okay, that's how numerology works. And so I was like, wow, we're in a 1 month, but we're retrograde central right now. We have 4 planets retrograde, about to have 5, and there's going to be another one that goes retrograde right at the end of the month, or close to the end of the month. So, yeah, a 1 month, but lots of retrograde. Retrograde is slowing down, looking back. I don't know if y'all can feel it. Can you feel how the energy has changed? The beginning of the year was go, go, go. And I've noticed it's like I just need to breathe. I just feel like I want to just relax and take it easy. And I want to go back and organize and get things together, stuff that I had already worked on. That's what the retrograde season is about, right? And so you can feel that, but we're in a 1 month this year in June. But the one energy, which is about new beginnings, I don't know if I even said that. I keep going on, we're on a 1 month, but one has to do with new beginnings. The one, I believe, is related to the eclipse in Cancer. That eclipse is about new beginnings because we're having our solar eclipse. It's our new moon. It's like, wow, a major new moon uh, on the 21st, this upcoming Sunday. And so that's where I think our new beginnings are coming from. And so, Cancer, I learned through my studies that Cancer doesn't matter who, every soul comes through Cancer to incarnate, comes through the sign of or the energy of Cancer, and all souls exit through Capricorn. This is to me part of the reason these eclipses have been really, really challenging. Because these portals, this portal of, birth and death, they've been just so prominent. So, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm on. I'm not used to y'all not coming on, which is fine. But it's weird. Let me just go to my channel. Anywho, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm on or not. So I think that's where the energy of new beginnings is coming from, y'all. I think it's coming from this eclipse that we're going to have. And so I think that, we really need to. Am I on? We need to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just looking down. I know I'm looking down from the camera. Oh my God, that is so bad. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm on. It doesn't look like it. Unlisted. Mm-hmm. Okay. I had it as unlisted. I was like, I'm not used to y'all not showing up. I came here just because I want to see y'all. Let's see if it's gonna go live or if I'm. Yeah, we go. There we go. Boom. Okay. Whatever. All right. So maybe I'll start seeing y'all, and maybe I should have just started over, but I'll see if anybody logs on. But so yes. So we have Mercury retrograde, and we have Mercury retrograde in Cancer, and we have this eclipse in Cancer. The sun is going to be in Cancer. We do have planets. They're not exactly opposite the eclipse, but they are opposite based on signs. So we do have two planets in Capricorn right now. Yeah, we might even have a little bit of challenging energy coming to the eclipse also. But what I say to everybody is, I think that we need to understand, and I can tell y'all unequivocally, I have been very challenged emotionally. So that was my point that I was making earlier. I really think that y'all, we need to be cautious of our emotions. We need to um, put something in place where we're gentle with ourselves. Like, I think we really need to be loving on ourselves and, yeah, just being kind to ourselves and using this time as a healing time. I see Cancer as very healing and nurturing energy. And so using this as a time where we are nurturing ourselves, loving on ourselves, nurturing our families, loving on our families. Um, it's such a retrograde period. It's such a slow down period. If you can slow it down a little bit, slow it down, take it easy. Um, I just really do think that laying low and doing internal work, doing spiritual work, um, looking back, I'm really into the word Sankofa right now, looking back so that we can see what, just to make sense of everything, to make sure we have good perspective on everything. Okay. So, but of course, we always take the nice Mercury retrograde precautions. um, it's good to check and double check, anything that you write before you send it out. Like the other day, actually, on the document that I shared, I started typing it the night before. I so badly wanted to get it in there that particular day. It must have been like Saturday or something like that. Or Sunday. And I told myself, nope, I already know it's Mercury retrograde. I'm prone to type and not even see errors in any way when it's not Mercury retrograde. So I said, nope, I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to wake up the next morning and then I'm going to read it with fresh eyes so I can make sure I catch it. Um, oh, another thing that I've been telling everybody in the inner circle is Mercury is invisible, which means it's close to the sun. And when Mercury is, or when a planet is invisible because it's so close to the sun, um, it's even weaker. It's even more challenged. So we have Mercury invisible and it's going retrograde. So, we have to just really be careful of the things that we are writing and typing and sending out. If y'all see errors on my stuff, y'all charge it to my head and not to my heart. Charge it to my Mercury being retrograde and invisible. But no, I'll do my best to be responsible because I know what this is about. See, I don't like going over this stuff because it's, oh, it's just good to know. Now, I'm like, hey, how can I have an edge? All right, how can I have an edge? And if I know I need to be watching what I'm writing and typing, then, if I know it's Mercury retrograde, then that means I need to make sure I'm very careful with communications that I send out. I need to be very careful of the words that I use and share. And, I need to be mindful of how I'm talking to people, my tone, all that kind of good stuff. Um, Now, of course, we know if people who are Virgos and Geminis might be struggling a little bit during this time. And why is this important for you to know? I'm just going to illustrate to you all how I live astrology. Why is it important for you to know? Because if you know you're off, you can begin to let everybody know. Yeah, right now I'm a little bit off center. So if I seem to be too emotional, or if I seem to, well, with it being in Cancer, yeah, you'll be emotional. Virgos and Geminis, when this retrograde is in Scorpio, yeah, just think about a scorpion. That's what scorpion. I just be careful. The Virgos and the Geminis will be coming for you. But yeah, you could just, if you know that you're Virgo, Gemini, you might just be like, "Y'all, look, I'm extra emotional right now." And, if you can tell people, "Look, I'm not in the mood. I need y'all to just be a little extra, just know right now I'm just extra sensitive." Or if let them know if I need to excuse myself, I will excuse myself. This is something that all of us might feel like we need to do too, just because we're all affected by uh, Mercury retrograde. Um, if you're a business owner, yeah, social media may not be all that right now. Or your marketing. If you're a manager or some type of networker or whatever, it just may seem off. Even though to me, it's 2020 is just a little bit off in general. Um, yeah, a lot of us are working from home. I'm home most of the time. It's rare that I'm gone, but if you do, or even online, if you have to be somewhere in a timely manner, just know you need to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room, especially if it's something where you need to be there at a specific time. You need to give yourself a little wiggle room, okay? During this Mercury retrograde. And I hate talking about this because I don't like bringing this energy. So I'm just saying right now to the universe, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. But I think it was 4 years ago is when I got into a car accident. So, we have to be a little bit cautious in how we drive. And, I go on the offensive maybe a little bit more during Mercury retrograde. Um, so yeah, those are all things. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, Jars of Life. Y'all can follow Jars of Life Self-Care Essentials on, here on YouTube, but also on Instagram. She sells herbs. And I was seeing her doing a tarot reading there too. So y'all look her up. So yeah. Uh Girl, I did not realize the video was unlisted. I had to go in and make it public because I've been on here for a little while. So yeah. Anywho, thank y'all so much for joining. And yeah, let me know if you are prepared for Mercury retrograde. I think healing work that I would do during this time would be anything that allows you to soften your mind down a little bit, anything that brings a healing balm. How are you nurturing your mind? Are you nurturing your mind? Are you letting a whole bunch of crap go in there? And next thing you know, you don't feel well, or you're manifesting things that you don't like, that you don't care to see. I am becoming more and more aware of how, y'all, and I say this with love, but I'm going to say it because I would just really want to make a point how negligent we are of our mental health. And I can say that because I'm really talking to me. So we need to be more mindful of our, we need to be more mindful of how we nurture our minds. Y'all remember that from the Negro College Fund, United Negro College Fund? The mind is a terrible thing to waste. My goddess, is that not, as my mama would say, the true truth? The mind is a terrible thing to waste, y'all. So let's not waste our minds by feeling. I mean, I know there's certain things that we have, certain maybe news or commentary or updates that we have to consume so that we can know what's going on and how are we going to make our contribution to improving our community. But at some point we have to cut it off, and we have to pick up uh, something positive, something uplifting, something that edifies our mind. We also have to do things to help clear cleanse and purify our minds. And then, use affirmations, use hypnosis, subliminals, all kinds of things to help bring um, health to our minds and mindsets. And I am going to encourage you, choose your mindset. Don't let anybody choose that for you. Okay. You get to choose what kind of mindset you want to have. You get to choose who influences your mind. So choose based on you and nobody else. All right, thank y'all so much. I might come back on in just a few minutes just because a thought just came to me that I want to share with everybody. So thank y'all so much. Oh, I know why I was feeling like a little bit lost. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Like the video, share the video. You can always stay in touch with me by commenting here on the videos. I would love to hear that. And also, I do have a membership site. You can go to goddessbodymindspirit.com to learn more about what is it that this lady shares. Like, why be a part of this membership site? Well, I can tell you that is where I share my deepest wisdom, and it's where I do my deep dives. So, yeah, this upcoming month, I definitely plan on continuing the goddess series that I started. So, yeah, looking forward to that. All right, y'all take care, and I will see y'all in just a few minutes. I'm going to log back on. I want to share something that I've sort of been noticing. I've been feeling myself, but I've been noticing, but I want to just mention this to you all. All right, y'all take care. May the oracle be your guiding light. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.